world. But here's the one thing that nobody else is going to say. If you look at President Obama, you have to realize we didn't elect a president. We elected a former community organizer. So why don't we start looking at him with those eyes? He's a community organizer. He has helped orchestrate a power grab of industry, energy, healthcare, and taxes. He wants to control it. Let me explain through two stories that are in the news right now. If we understand community organizers, we'll understand Barack Obama. First, community organizers. What do? They organize communities. What, are they all in disarray? Take the Association of Community Organizations for Reform Now, better known as ACORN. ACORN says they are, quote, committed to social and economic justice and to help, quote, those who have historically been locked out become powerful players in our democratic system. Remember, President Obama just said the other day he wants his Supreme Court nominee to have empathy and understand social justice. And that sounds like ACORN, not a justice. They neglect to mention that this is one technique for accomplishing those things. The one technique is fraud. ACORN is facing fraud charges in Nevada, and there's a lot of other states that are getting into that act. Another way is intimidation. How many times have you seen community organizers like Al Sharpton or Jesse Jackson threaten to bring their groups to the streets to bring social justice to anyone they perceive as a threat? Who organized the bus tours of the homes of AIG executives so they could protest and scare the daylights out of their kids? It was ACORN. They're not really helping those who have been locked out. It's about helping those that help them. This is a power grab. By including ACORN or groups like them in the stimulus package, we have guaranteed them billions of dollars to buy more votes for the party that helps them the most. Just as this is seed money for the Democratic votes, the auto bailout will help the party flourish for years to come. First, let's take a look at Obama's new car czar, Steve Rattner. You even have any idea who Steve Rattner is? Yeah, me neither. I don't really kind of hang out in the Washington circles. Little looking into Steve Rattner. He was a top Democratic fundraiser. Perfect guy to become the car czar, right? He served as finance chair for the Democratic National Committee from 2001 to 2006. During those years, the DNC raised approximately $600 million. Well, there's a reason to put him in charge of the car czar. He knows how to play the game and work into money and stuff. As any Democratic fundraiser knows, oh my goodness, the auto unions, aren't they huge contributors? In the last election, the United Auto Workers donated over $2 million to the Democrats. 99% of their contributions went to the Democrats. Since 1990, the UAW gave over $25 million to the Democrats. That's also 99% of the contributions. And that's why the Auto Workers Union, who gave overall $67 million, 92% of the Democrats last year. That's why they got such a sweet deal with Chrysler. So how would unions make out with fundraiser turned car czar Rattner? Gee, let me think. I bet he's sweet on them. Let's take a look at Chrysler here, for example. In the proposed bankruptcy deal, the banks, which are the first in line, they have secured credit, they'd get $2 billion, 29 cents on the dollar. Daimler owed $2 billion. They get zero. Taxpayer, $4.3 billion. Yeah, not getting much. And the unions were owed $10.6 billion. They're going to get 43 cents on the dollar and an equity stake. This is the best deal by far. The Democrats know the unions need to be rebuilt, re-strengthened, and revitalized. They need the union donations and community organizers to keep the Democrats in office. The auto unions need the Democrats in office to get their money and maybe even more members. That number has been dropping from 1.5 million 30 years ago to about 430,000 today. So where does this leave you? What do you get out of this?